Hey gardeners, this is Andrea from the Luma Farm, and today we are going to talk about cultivation and weeding. So we do cultivation on this farm to keep our plants, keep our crops as healthy and as strong as possible by taking away weeds and other plants that would be competing with them for light, water, nutrition, all that sort of stuff. So the way we do cultivation on our farm can be a little bit different than the way some gardeners do it. For us, we're not always concerned about taking out every single plant that's not our crop that's growing. We just want to make sure that our crops have the best head start and the best advantage possible so they can grow as healthy as possible. So a lot of times when we're cultivating on the farm, we use a tool. We use this hoe. It's called a stirrup hoe or a scuffle hoe. This part sort of looks like a stirrup, and it scuffles and shuffles back and forth like this. This motion is really helpful because when you're using it, it cuts back and forth. So it cuts in both directions, and you just really lightly take it over the surface of the soil just to disturb that first inch where the roots of some newer, younger weeds might be growing that you need to get out. Sometimes we also will pull weeds by hand, especially if the weed is a little bit larger, or in this case, when it's right next to this plant. So this grass right here is going right next to this basil, and if I were to use the stirrup hoe, I risk cutting the basil plant itself with the hoe. And so what I'm going to do is just gently use my hand, sort of lean the basil out of the way so I can see the grass, see where it's growing, where the roots are, and then just really gently kind of wiggle it out and try to get as much roots out as possible. And then it's important that when you take the weeds out, you also take them out of the bed. You just don't want to leave them lying right next to where you just pulled them out, because a lot of them can re-root if you just leave them on the surface.